Hey everyone, let's clear up a big misconception in real estate. A lot of people out there, maybe even you, have said something like, my Airbnb is a commercial real estate investment. Sounds good, right? Feels smart, profitable, professional. But here's the reality: Airbnbs are not commercial real estate. They're income producing, sure. But income doesn't make something commercial. Let's break down exactly what does, and why the short term rental hustle doesn't qualify. Commercial real estate, or CRE, is not just property that makes money. It has a clear legal and financial definition. It includes properties used strictly for business purposes, like office buildings, warehouses, retail centers, strip malls, and multifamily apartments with 5 or more units. CRE is typically bought and sold by professional investors. It's zoned for commercial use, it's leased long term, and it's underwritten based on net operating income, tenant credit, and lease terms. The key point: CRE is built and structured for predictable, durable income from business tenants, not tourists on vacation. Now ask yourself, does your Airbnb fit that description? An Airbnb is usually a single family or small multifamily property in a residential zone, financed with a residential loan, and surrounded by residential neighbors. You might be operating it like a business, but the underlying asset, it's still a house. You're not signing leases, you're booking nights. You don't have tenants, you have guests. You're not creating long-term value, you're running a short-term hospitality business. That's not CRE. That's the gig economy, wrapped in granite countertops. Let's talk about zoning, because it's not just red tape, it defines everything. CRE properties are located in commercial zones, areas designated for business activity by local governments. Airbnbs, however, often exist in residential zones, and many cities are cracking down hard. Why? Because short term rentals bring transient traffic, parking issues, and neighborhood disruption. Things residential zones were never meant to absorb. If you need a variance, special use permit, or you're dodging regulations, you're not operating a commercial property. You're operating illegally or conditionally. And that's a huge difference. Still not convinced? Let's follow the money. When you buy a real commercial property, like an office or industrial space, you don't get a 30-year fixed mortgage. You get a commercial loan based on income, lease terms, tenant risk, and asset quality. But when you buy an Airbnb property, you're usually using a residential loan, underwritten based on your income, your credit, and comparable home sales. Even if your plan is to short-term rent it, the lender still treats it like a home, not a business. If you have to finance it like a house, insure it like a house, and appraise it like a house. Guess what? It's not commercial real estate. Yes, Airbnbs make money, sometimes a lot, but income alone doesn't make something a commercial asset. If I rent out my personal car on Turo and make $800 a month, that doesn't mean I'm in the auto leasing business. It means I'm monetizing a personal asset. The same logic applies to Airbnb. You're not building lease-backed equity. You're not creating tenant retention value. You're running a high-touch, high-risk hospitality operation with daily pricing and turnover. That's active income. That's a job, not an investment. So let's sum it up. Airbnb properties are not zoned commercial, they're not financed as commercial, they don't operate on commercial leases, and they carry very different risks and returns than actual CRE. You want to be in commercial real estate? Great, go buy a retail strip, a flex warehouse, or a stabilized multifamily property. Put real leases in place, underwrite NOI, and manage it like a professional investor. Until then, let's stop pretending your Airbnb side hustle is a commercial asset. It's a clever way to make money, but it's not CRE. Thanks for watching, and if you want more straight talk on real estate myths, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.